This video is a part of a series where you're going to learn how to properly use Bootstrap components in React. Last time we saw how to use Bootstrap alert boxes in React. In this video, you're going to learn how to use Bootstrap modals in your React applications. Okay, so before we move on to the modal, what I want to do is change this toggle method to toggle alerts. You'll see why I'm doing this in a couple of minutes. So let's change all of these references to toggle alert. So on this button we want toggle alert, not toggle. So this should work. If I click on this close button, it goes away, and when I click this blue button, it reappears. Okay, so now I'm going to import the modal header, modal body, modal footer. Now I'm going to build up the modal as it is required in the documentation. I'm going to go ahead and start with a base component of modal, and inside of here I'm going to add a modal header, and this will contain like the header of the modal. So for instance, I could just do modal title and then modal body. This is basically the body of the modal, and you can put whatever you want in it. I'm just going to put some text. And for the footer, we will use the modal footer tags or modal footer components. So in here, it's usually two buttons, the one action button. So for instance, if you're trying to sign up, could be the sign up button. So I'm just going to sign up, and another one, this is going to be secondary colored, and this will be just a cancel button. If you take a look at it in the browser, you can see that there is no modal, and that's because we have to do is open and set it to true. So once we give is open prop to the modal component, you can see a modal pops up. So currently nothing is working, and there's not even a X button here, but you can see this is how it looks. Now the next step is to be able to toggle this state of the modal. So what we need to do is define a new state variable. This is going to be modal is open, and I'm going to set this to false. Along with this, I'm also going to define a new method which is going to be called toggle modal. This will basically do the exact same thing we did up here in the toggle alert, and by the way, that's why I changed its name to toggle alert, because I know there was going to be a toggle modal. I'm just going to do the exact same thing here, but instead of visible, this is going to be modal is open. As you can probably choose a better state variable here. Modal is open is probably too verbose. I'm sure this has to be like so. This will basically toggle this boolean value here. So now if I come down here, what I can do is to the modal header, I can provide a toggle prop, and this will be a method on this will be the toggle modal method, and I'm going to bind it to the current context. And the other thing that we need to do is, instead of hard coding a true in here, we need to provide the state variable. So this dot state modal is open. Currently, because it was set to false, it will not be shown here. So let's define a new button and set its color to primary, and I'm just going to say open modal, and whenever you click on this, I'm going to run that same toggle modal method. You can see there's this button, and when I click on this, a modal pops up, and when I click this close button, it goes away. And that's because we provided a toggle method to the modal header. Alright, so now we want to make this cancel button functional, because currently if we open up the modal and press this cancel button, you can see nothing happens. I want to basically close the modal whenever I click on this button. So to achieve that, we will just set an on-click listener on the button and run the same method. Now you can see I can open the modal and click on this cancel button, and that's basically it. Now modals can get really complicated. If you want to read more about them, you can just go to this link and you can get more information about how to do complex modals there. In the next video, we'll take a look at how to use Bootstrap tabs, so go ahead and subscribe to not miss it. You can get the source code for each episode by clicking on the link provided in the description box below this video. If you have any questions and comments, please make sure to leave them below. Hopefully me or somebody else could help you out.